feeling that even if you don't know too much about what he's going through, it identifies with what you're going through. The point is, to juxtapose it to the last point I made, it's these days, if a random guy came on the song and said, yo, we spinning, we shot 5 niggas last night, or no, we spinning like, yo, we spin your block, the same bullshit rappers say when they're talking shit, right? Or saying they're killers. If there's no depth to that, meaning they not from a block that you know get it in, or they don't got a bunch of niggas with them that you think are real. If it's just one singular person coming out and saying it, it might sound good, but that shit just doesn't have any legs. It just doesn't go anywhere. It's like, again, cool story, bro. So that's what that's what I was trying to tell you about a lot of the music that people hear. Now, granted, it's a catch-22, right? I think Dirk was there, like at a crossroads. Yo, the fans want you to be vivid, but you being vivid is kind of leaving you open, because it's funny how Dirk was just like, yo, I see niggas post shit on Instagram. Like, if you do that, you might as well go to court and say you killed a man. And I'm like, well, Dirk was telling you exactly what was going on in the lyrics. Maybe he wasn't posting it, but his lyrics was that. So, again, unfortunately, I think a lot of the fans, when it comes to the music that they want to see go up, especially violent music, they want to see it have legs. They want to see shit. They want to feel like it's real, which is kind of different than if you're someone making music that connects to people's emotions, because you know what I mean, within reason, you know what I mean? Like, with some artists, they want to see your relationship drama, I guess. But for some artists, they're like, oh, no, like, that actually mirrors a feeling I have. Drake is one of those, even though, again, you know, he's not, whatever. But if Drake makes a song about a girl playing him, like, we've all went through a situation where a girl plays you. But, oh, that mirrors that for me. The thing with gangster rap these days is, like, everybody's rapping about killing each other. Everybody's saying that they do this or do that. That the only way to stand out is to talk about some real shit happening, which is borderline damn near self-stitching. You get what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Anyway, I don't even know how I got on that segue. Basically, to end that, Future, Baby, Travis, Young Thug linked up for the Fuck Gunna session, and we will see what comes out of this. Eventually, man. Eventually. Now, we all know that Young Thug is banned from the metro area, the Atlanta metro area. Apparently, this wasn't in Atlanta. And supposedly, this was in, I think this was in Miami or something like that. Yeah, this wasn't in Atlanta, though, right? Speaking of which, while we are on it, Young Thug's father actually gave some thoughts, right? And he's actually calling out the rappers who he felt were fake to Thug. He felt like a lot of them are coming around now when they didn't stand for him, okay? Let me see. Where is his pops? Where is his pops? Where is his pops? Gotta find his pops. Let's find the pops. We'll get to the one with Trick Daddy in a few. Saw it on here. It's basically his father came out and essentially even called out T.I. Right? I could play the whole thing in full, but when am I gonna find it? Oh, here we go. I guess the podcast. What's the name of the podcast? What's the name of the podcast? Let me just go to YouTube. Young Thug Father podcast. Here we go. So, where's his pops? It happened this week. And by the way, this is why I think fans have been like, getting mixed messages, if you ask me. Because Young Thug's father was seen, like Young Thug's father was seen, Young Thug father Gunna, like you was seen at Gunna's show, like showing love, like dancing around and look. See, he's dancing at Gunna's show. So people are like, no, Gunna's great with Thug. Young Thug's father is hanging with Gunna, right? Now, I guess I'm saying this in, like, you know, to preface what I'm about to play, because I'm starting to wonder if Young Thug's pops is really in with the crew. Of course, he's his dad at the end of the day, but like, I don't know if everything he's saying or how he's acting is in reflection of Thug. Because if you were hanging out with Gunna and Thug seemingly sending a message and hanging out with people who was hating on Gunna. Anyway, I'll just play from here then. Okay. Here we go. Oh.
We got everybody, all these rappers, and everybody trying to find Young Thug. They want to talk to Young Thug. They want to this, that, and other. Where your ass been for 29 months? Cool. Why y'all ass ain't been out there protesting for his constitutional rights being violated? Y'all are the ones considered to be the influencers. Ain't influencing shit. Where y'all been? Y'all been quiet for 29 months.
Everybody want to work now.
But now everybody want to be seen.
Everybody calling me.
Everybody want to be seen. Everybody want to try to get a chance to talk to him. This, that, and the third. Mm-hmm. For what? For what? Let's make it.
Oh, by the way, hey, chat, did the Academy stream not get turned on today? Because I looked on King Akademiks, I realized we got like 17,000 over there. And I'm like, usually we're like 10 and 6. Oh, shit. All right, I'm going to turn the Academy page on too, so I apologize.
We got everybody, all these rappers, and everybody trying to find Young Thug. They want to talk to Young Thug. They want to this, that, and other. Where your ass been for 29 months? Cool. Why y'all ass ain't been out there protesting for his constitutional rights being violated? Y'all are the ones considered to be the influencers. Ain't influencing shit. Where y'all been? Y'all been quiet for 29 months.
Everybody want to work now.
But now everybody want to be seen.
Everybody calling me.
Everybody want to be seen. Everybody want to try to get a chance to talk to him. This, that, and the third. Mm-hmm. For what? For what? Okay. That makes sense. Now you want to talk to him. You want to goddamn put out the monkey ass videos, all this for your personal gain. It's just for your personal gain, your personal hype. Trying to make yourself relevant. Where have y'all been for 29 months? You could have been relevant. You could have been being seen. Fight with him. Fight with these guys. Because some of these guys are from y'all side of the town too. Some of these guys are probably related to some of y'all too. Mm-hmm. So where y'all been? Where have y'all Atlanta artists been? Up until now. Makes sense. Now, you could have been fighting for them. So, you know, I don't see why you deserve no brownie points for that shit. Let's make it make sense. Because I guarantee you this, if the shoe was on the other foot, he'd have been fighting for you.
I'm trying to tell you.
He would have been fighting for you, hands down. Without trying to make a prop for his name so he can get some clout.
Okay.
Restaurant. And ask him to do an event on behalf of us, on behalf of YSL. And I was told, let me get with my people and see can I do that. But yet and still I see you right there beside Young Thug. That's when he needed the help. That's when he needed your support. You know, let's be for real. Let's be real. Let's be real with this shit. Make it make sense. So, you know, what side y'all playing? Rustin, right. Get it. I don't get it. What side y'all playing? You know, so we gonna make it make sense sometime. Cause I guarantee you 100%, if the shoe was on the other foot, Doug would have been sticking by your families. He would have been you know, concerned with your families. He would have done show love to your families. And y'all know it because he was doing it beforehand. So let's make it make sense. Post him. What's the angle? Who's it for? So, you know, we gotta stop with the fake. We gotta stop being fake and phony, man. We gotta stop doing things just for an angle. Let's do some shit and make it real. Let's make it real. Let's keep it real. Post him. What's that?
Hey man,
He's
what you
talking
got
about
to tell
this
these
video.
people? Back, Jack.
You feel me?
You did.
Hey man, ain't no motherfucker, ain't no cap in it.
No cap in my right.
You feel what I'm saying?
The right way.
It's time.
The right way, bro.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right way.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
And go tell that.
Now,
The angle.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Truth be told, I disagree with his father. I think there's some separation between Young Thug and his father because they're not on the same page. Number one, I want to say unequivocally, I don't think there's nothing any rapper could have done more to support Young Thug. Half of these dudes from Atlanta, and this is just things I've heard. Because when I used to say things, I used to get called from niggas in Atlanta who were rappers, and they would correct me because they spoke to Thug. So they, you know, remember all the times I'm telling y'all, this is Thug's demeanor. Thug couldn't speak for himself. And a lot of the rappers in Atlanta carried out and operated under what Thug wanted or wishes was. What more you want these niggas to do? Go serve the time for him? Like, I don't get it. So, number one, I think there's a fracture between what Young Thug thinks and feels and his father. Now, of course, they might still love each other, this and third, but they're clearly not in, you know, cahoots with a united message because here's the thing. Thug made the decision to go hang around T.I. Thug made the decision to say, yo, Wham, let's go drop something for these rats, Peter. Thug made a decision to go link up with Future and Wham and Travis in the studio. Thug is making these decisions. Why are we acting like he's being taken advantage of? So again, I think everybody when he was locked up, they did a lot to keep his name alive. They all sent their well wishes. I'm pretty sure they, you know, probably checked on his family. Probably did a lot more than we know at this time. And again, we've even heard now, I mean, I guess I told y'all, that the nigga got out and niggas is giving him money. Yo, hey, here's some money. I don't know what else we could expect from the rappers that are in Atlanta or in the industry. I can't blame them. And this just comes to tell me that, I know a lot of people were very confused, right, about the messaging when it came to Thug. First and foremost, this is just what I've heard. So I'm putting a level of separation in between. This is still a rumor because I'm not gonna out the person or people, though they're definitely official sources. The reason why his sister was a Hydora or whatever, like the reason why she was, or Dolly, I can't remember whatever one of them was acting like they were cool with Thug. Bro, of course. Like, look what happened to Diddy. Like, you know what I mean? If you're sending threatening messages about someone who is technically a witness and also part of the case, if this case continued and or if it went to a mistrial and you needed to get a bond, they're going to point out that you're threatening the guy, right? So they can't speak about him, or they have to make sure conversation about Gunna, even if they don't rock with him, be like, nah, Gunna's cool. Well, who said we have beef? It's no beef. So that's where I think the sisters, when they would try to correct the public about their relationship with Gunna, or Jeff, which is Young Thug's relationship with Gunna. The father, I feel the father is a little bit out of the loop, because you ain't never seen one of Young Thug's sisters at Gunna show. You ain't seen them show this much love, okay? Like, again, this was the pops right here. He turning up. So again, with all due respect, until Thug says he feels used by the other guys who are probably now flocking around him, showering him in cash, begging him for verses, or trying to just be around him because they could benefit in whatever way. No, I'm not gonna, like, I look at, no matter what I've said about Lil Baby, I look at what Baby did as honorable. Honestly, I think what Baby did is honorable, or he tried to be honorable. Him and Gunna have a long history of collaboration that was great. However, and Gunna signed to Thug. However, because he owes Thug so much, and Thug is also his friend, and he feels they both share a code of quote unquote the streets, bro, he went against Gunna. He started sending subliminal messages in his music. Fuck Gunna. We don't fuck with snitches. You ratted. The fans didn't really take too kindly to that. Matter of fact, he's been suffering from people making memes saying, bro, and I remember I said this too, and I didn't know people love Gunna this much, because I always thought that, like, Baby was the better of the duo. I thought Baby was the Young Thug. Let me not use that one. Rest in peace, Rich Homie. I'll go and say, people was like, oh, Young Thug was the better of him and Rich Homie Quan. I guess I was trying to say people would think that Baby was the better of Baby and Gunna, right? Like, I thought Baby was the better one. But then, pretty much in hindsight, people were like, maybe not. Maybe Gunna was really the guy. And Baby stood on whatever principles or whatever, him and Thug spoke about, or whatever message he got from Thug. And he doubled down, even though I would say he lost a little bit of popularity. And some could say maybe it's not to the fact that he said that, is because of his own lack of making great music. But still, he suffered a bit, and he stayed down with that, right? So, again, I don't know what Young Thug's father is talking about. What more could they done for your son other than say, move over, Jeff, I'm going to come chill in the jail cell with you? I don't know what else they could have done. Okay? Anyway. And T.I., I think T.I. is exempt from some shit like that. T.I. is one of the earliest supporters of Young Thug. And again, here's another thing too. We got to stop looking in the music business for support beyond ancillary career and the occasional, yo, bruh, everything good? Like, these are music business friends. Like, these guys are not, like, they don't share household together. Like, they're not going over each other's houses for Thanksgiving. They work in a business. They're in the fraternity of music. But that's about it. What you expect them to do? Also, here's the thing, too. A lot of people won't speak about. There were a big rumor. Go ask the journalists down in Atlanta. They were saying that Fonnie Willis was looking into 4PF. Honestly. What the fuck? You want him to say, nah, indict me, man. Fuck that. If you want to put Jeff in the cell, put me in the cell too. I'm holding it down. If you lock up Jeff for that, lock me up too. No. I'm going to duck down, get low, get out of there. 4PF. Now we going by some other name now. CBFW, KLLP, LMOG, anything else. Don't indict us. What the hell? It's like the dad is saying, why y'all ain't getting indicted for my son? Hell no. Everybody got low. Shit. Trust me, chat. There was a moment that the Atlanta rappers, if you drop a pin down there, you could have heard it. Chat, let me show you something. For real. Trust me, chat. Shit, my man 21 Savage, smart nigga right there. Let me tell you. My boy started doing shit with the mayor. Let me tell you this. When rappers started doing shit with the mayor, you know they try to. I mean, Dirk was doing some shit with the mayor too. You feel me? 21 was like, oh, y'all indicting niggas out here? All right, enough of this street shit. Yo, mayor, let's go do a giveaway. Let me cut some ribbons. I got one suit that I wore to a funeral like about 8 years ago. I got it in the closet. All them other niggas that was like extra hood niggas, they were like, all right, we going to Miami. Everybody out to Miami. A couple of them said, nah, I'm going to catch you in Houston. I mean, yo, Atlanta been clear. The only niggas who stayed in Atlanta are the stupid-ass New York niggas who ran to Atlanta thinking Atlanta is just going to revitalize their music careers. Keep it a bean. Nigga, Atlanta got clear, nigga. Anyway. Okay. Let me see what else is going on. All right. How y'all feeling today, man? I hope y'all feeling pretty good. I know I owe y'all a long stream today. We're only an hour through, so just stay locked in with me. We're going to go way past midnight tonight, so we're going to have to find some shit to talk about. Don't have too many lead topics, but, you know, we'll make it work somewhere or another. There is some rumors going on. I don't know why this just kind of jumped out the woodworks. But Jason Lee says that Meg the Stallion almost fought
Megan Thee Stallion admitted.
Okay, almost fought another woman named Winnie Harlow. Okay? Let's hear it from him. By the way, congratulations to Jason Lee. He actually just won councilman. He ran for political office. He won councilman, and he won it for Stockton, California. So he's actually now a politician, really. He got elected. I think the votes were, it was only 5,000 people that voted, or 5,000 voted for him and the other person. He had 3,000, the other person had 2,000, so congrats to him. Anyway, he broke the story, and apparently Meg the Stallion was, you know what I mean, about a scrap with somebody. And let me try to see if I get to that part. Here we go.
But also, Megan wasn't calling her a bitch. She was like she.
Hold on.
You don't want to read y'all?
No.
Why? That's all.
No, hold on.
Sobriety.
Trying to find the timestamp.
Stop playing with me. God made words. In her words, she conceded that she lied when she talked to Gail.
Okay.
When Megan's documentary, she came clean.
Did you have like sexual?
Jay King, who's a friend of mine, told me, and he's not related to Gail, so we ain't gotta go there. No conspiracy. He told me they were all at Kylie's house. Him, Megan, and Tori were all in the pool. They were super drunk, wasted.
Okay.
Tori started hitting on Kylie. Kylie kicked them out the house. They ended up in the car. They got in the car, and then voila.
Okay.
Everybody that's been drunk has had a drunk night where they don't remember all the details of a situation. Haven't you, Rob?
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Of course.
It's happened to all of us.
All right, Jason, calm it down now. Calm it down, brother.
So maybe you don't remember everything. Maybe you do. I'm not the one that wants to question you of whether or not you got shot by him, because of course you got shot, even though some people say you didn't get shot.
Yo, Meg got shot. Yo, I was arguing with someone about it. Yo, Meg got shot. Like, I believe she got shot. Okay, now I think people's definition of what getting shot is different, right? So if you ask me, technically she got shot. Did a bullet hit her foot? No. A bullet hit near her foot and splintered the bullet and went in her foot. Now, technically, see, I'm going by technically. Technically, according to how it is seen either by the law or how it's seen by the hospital, if a shrapnel of a bullet hits or like cuts you in any way, shape, or form, they would technically say you have a gunshot injury due to a bullet. I don't know if they would say gunshot wound, but injury due to a bullet. So yeah, you know what I mean? I definitely believe that in hindsight, especially when you see that there was some fucking bullet fragments in there. Like, and for anybody who supports Tory, to be honest, if you're still arguing on if she got shot, like, come on, we got to move past that. Like, yeah, whether it was like a graze wound, whether it was like the fragmented bullet, okay, that went in her leg. Yeah, she was twerking like 20 minutes later. We get it, whatever, right? The bigger question is just who fired the gun. That's really what it is, right? Like, let's not argue over like really simple shit. Let's argue over the real thing that matters. Okay, a bullet got fired somewhere near you, a fragment went up in your foot, but who fired the shot? That's what's important.
That those were some other thing. I believe you did get shot, but how you got shot and who shot you, I don't know, because if you lied about this, you would lie about that. What's the difference between Gail and a jury? You know who manages Megan, right? Jay-Z.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm just saying, just to color the picture, that she has some very powerful people behind her, and a lot of people have said allegedly slept with him.
Okay. Where's the clip? Okay, let me just find it on Twitter. By the way, I think we've all went. Haven't I told you like pretty much everything I've heard about that night? Again, certain of these things, I don't think Meg even ever commented on them, and a lot of it never got brought up in court, right? Like, it's a very hazy time for a lot of people that were supposedly there. There were certain people who were sober. There were, I don't want to mention some of these celebrities' names that were there. But then you had some people drunk, some people lit. You, of course, had Kylie. Like, I think I've just told this story a few times, right? And I'll tell it again real quick. Meg gets invited, through these little industry circles to Kylie's little shindig. She goes there. She's bringing her best friend everywhere. That's her plus one, right? I don't know how she gets there because Tori shows up afterwards. So I don't know how she gets there. I don't know if she Ubered or I don't know what the fuck, but she somehow gets there, right? She's there. Shorty's drinking, right? Shorty's drinking. And from some of the people who allegedly were sober, they were describing, and again, maybe I've just been around too many people, and unfortunately sometimes women who are intoxicated, and I see sometimes how their actions become degenerative, and also how sometimes, have you ever been with a girl that's like really like can't control her alcohol? Or like maybe you go out with a big group of people, but that one girl, she loved to drink, but then when she get too drunk, like it's just all bad news. And usually what happens, every place you go to, you're leaving early because of them. That's kind of like how Meg was always described to me. You get what I'm saying? So it's like she's having a good time. She's cool vibes when sober. The more lit she gets, a little bit obnoxious, but everybody gets a little bit loud when you get drunk. Still getting a little bit lit, a little bit obnoxious. The people who are less sober, because again, here's the thing about these Let me tell you, industry parties, you're not supposed to get belligerently blackface drunk. You're supposed to drink modestly. It's still about networking, this and third. You never know. Even if they say it's private, you never know when they got some type of photographer and you're a woman. You want to make sure your makeup is whatever. Like, you're a guy. Like, you never know. This could go somewhere, right? So you want to be in control. They're saying Shorty's lit. She's getting more and more lit. Like, you know one of them chicks. Shot o'clock. Like, come on, you know one of them joints, right? It's like, and like, I mean, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I feel like if you don't know, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Which, it's a very thin line. Those people are usually sometimes really dope in a sense that they're fun. Like, they're fun. Like, yo, let's jump off the diving board. You know, they were in the pool. I'm not saying that happened, but just like, they're sporadic and it might be fun. But it also, it's a degrading scale of half more shot or the liquor hits. You know, sometimes liquor usually takes a while to hit. When the liquor finally hits them, it's now they have a glazed over eye look, and their lack of reading social cues is like out of this world. Like, I got told one specific incident with Meg. That Meg, that apparently Kylie had lost like a fucking earring or a ring. I don't know, some type of jewelry. And Kylie's like trying to find it. Right? And you know, her trying to find it and her asking about it, whatever. I think she did find it. But it was one of those things where, like, you know, sometimes you might be trying to talk under your breath, but when you're drunk, you can't talk under your breath. Apparently, like, Meg kind of like made like a slightly embarrassing scene for Kylie, because when she was just like, she was like, and I've told you guys this before, there's a Kim K, like, really dramatic Kim Kardashian loses earring or something. Yeah, something. Like, where she's like bawling, right? Like, she's like fucking bawling. I don't want to play this because they're gonna like strike it. And she's like crying, like, oh my God, I lost whatever. And yeah, so she was just like really dramatic. And apparently this went super viral. I don't watch Kardashians, but I don't know if Meg does either. But apparently Meg made it a point. And this is what I'm saying. You're too lit to recognize social cues. You're at this chick's house. We get it. She's a white girl. You're a black chick. But this ain't the place to try to make a out of touch joke about racial lines. I think she was allegedly she said, yo, she said what? She says, oh, let's make sure you find your shit before you think one of the black girls took it or something of the sort, right? And that's then embarrassing. Like, Kylie's kind of looking like, Kylie only sucked black dick. Like, come on, respectfully. Like, so, you know, like, already it's like, damn, oh, you gotta bring up the fact that I'm like a white girl. And so anyway, but again, I don't think Meg is saying none of this shit like she's mad. I think she's just too lit. Okay, she's too lit, whatever. Tori hits her up and Tori comes over. Tori comes primarily because Meg is there, right? Also, he been trying to fuck Kylie. I mean,
So there is a high potential that the YSL trial will end in a mistrial. I'm not really surprised about this, honestly, at all. It's literally the whole trial is all over the place. You know, they basically gave everyone a plea because they want to take down Thug, and then everyone with a plea, you know, it's very ignorant people, and they're just trying to do a little runaround, but they're not necessarily the smartest of people doing the little runaround. So it's like, oh my gosh, we gave them this plea deal. They said one thing in the interrogation room. Now they're here acting like they don't know anything, like the YSL Woodies. And man, the type of mistrial that the judge said, honestly, Young Thug's just gonna get tried all over again. Honestly, like, if you want to keep it a bean, they're not gonna throw this case away. Like YNW Melly trial, how it got a mistrial, and they just literally instantly restarted it. It's gonna be the same way. They can't let it go. I really think they should just give Thug or try and give him a plea deal. I hope he gets a plea deal. I hope he gets out. Honestly, like 5 years time served, I feel like that's good. But if a murder is involved, who knows how long it's gonna be, man. It's your boy Big Act News. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I am out.